What if the reason your relationships keep feeling almost right, but never fully aligned, has nothing to do with timing, effort, or even chemistry? What if the real issue is that you've never learned your spiritual love language, the way your soul was designed to give and receive love? Stay with me, because this might completely change how you see love, relationships, and even yourself. Most of us grow up learning about love through movies, heartbreaks, and a lot of trial and error relationships. We navigate romance with our fingers crossed, hoping for the best. But what if love wasn't meant to be a guessing game? What if God already created a divine blueprint for how you connect, bond, and love? One that works on a spiritual level, not just an emotional one. Today, we are going to unlock your spiritual love language, the God-given way your heart and soul connect most deeply. When you finally understand this, relationships stop feeling so confusing, and they start feeling divinely aligned. So, what exactly is a spiritual love language? You've probably heard of the 5 love languages: words of affirmation, quality time, receiving gifts, acts of service, and physical touch. Those are powerful, but your spiritual love language goes much deeper. It's not just about what makes you feel appreciated. It's about what makes your soul feel recognized. It's the unique way God wired you to experience connection, safety, and true intimacy, far beyond surface-level romance. When someone speaks this language to you, it feels peaceful. It feels grounded. It feels right, without you having to force it or overthink it. And when it's missing from a relationship, you can feel profoundly lonely, even when you're sitting right next to someone you love. It's that feeling of being with someone, but not truly seen. Let's dive into the first spiritual love language, covenant and commitment. For some people, love feels most real and most divine through consistency and unwavering loyalty. It's not about the grand, flashy gestures, but about the quiet act of showing up. Again and again, day after day. If this is you, love feels sacred when promises are kept, when actions consistently match words, and when someone chooses you, not just on the exciting days, but on the ordinary, mundane ones too. Spiritually, this reflects God's own nature. He is faithful, unchanging, and utterly dependable. You don't crave temporary passion or fleeting romance. You hunger for covenant love, a love that says, "I am here to stay." It is a love that builds a foundation of trust so strong that your soul can finally rest, knowing it's secure. That sense of permanence is what makes you feel truly cherished. Next, let's talk about the second spiritual love language, emotional and spiritual safety. For others, love is felt most profoundly through a sense of safety. You feel closest to someone when you can be fully, unapologetically seen. Your fears, your doubts, your prayers, your biggest dreams, and all your imperfections, without any fear of judgment. If this is your language, shallow connections feel incredibly draining. Small talk leaves you feeling empty. But deep, meaningful conversations, they don't just interest you, they heal you. Your soul connects when someone creates a safe space for radical honesty, for raw vulnerability, and for mutual spiritual growth. This is the kind of love that mirrors how God invites us to come to Him, just as we are, broken and beautiful, without pretending. For you, love is a sanctuary, a place where your soul can finally take off its armor and just be. Now, onto the third spiritual love language, purpose and growth. Some people feel most loved when a relationship actively pushes them toward their God-given calling. If this describes you, love feels alive and vibrant when you and your partner are growing together, spiritually, mentally, and emotionally. It's about more than just companionship. It's about partnership in purpose. You don't want a relationship that just keeps you comfortable and complacent. You want one that makes you better, sharper, and more aligned with who you were created to be. Your divine love language isn't just about shared feelings, it's about a shared mission. You feel most loved when your partner champions your dreams, challenges you to step into your potential, and runs alongside you toward a common goal. This love is dynamic, an adventure where two people make each other more, not less. Finally, we have the fourth spiritual love language, peace and presence. For many, love isn't loud, dramatic, or intense. It's peaceful. It's calm. You feel closest to God and to your partner when their very presence calms your spirit. This love is marked by a lack of drama, a freedom from emotional chaos, and a deep, abiding sense of stillness. If this resonates with you, your soul recognizes love through serenity, patience, and emotional balance. You thrive in a relationship that feels like a refuge from the storms of life, not another storm to navigate. This is the love that feels like rest. It feels like coming home. Spiritually, we know that peace is one of God's strongest confirmations. So for you, a peaceful connection isn't just a preference. It's a sign that the love is divinely ordained. So why do so many relationships fail, even with good intentions? Here's the truth most people never hear. You can love someone sincerely, with all your heart, and still be fundamentally incompatible on a spiritual level. When partners speak different spiritual love languages, the connection can feel exhausting instead of life-giving. Think about it. One person, whose language is covenant and commitment, might be showing love through steadfast loyalty. But their partner, who needs emotional safety, feels unseen because there are no deep, vulnerable conversations. The first person tries harder, doubling down on their commitment, while the other feels more and more misunderstood and alone. Both are loving, but neither feels loved in the way their soul needs. They feel unseen. But once you understand your own spiritual love language, everything changes. You stop chasing what looks good on paper or what feels exciting for a moment, and you start choosing what feels divinely aligned for the long run. You gain the wisdom to recognize why past relationships felt off, and you gain the clarity to build a future one on a solid foundation. So, how do you discover your primary spiritual love language? Start by asking yourself a few honest questions. First, when do I feel most truly loved and seen? Is it during deep, vulnerable talks, through consistent, dependable actions, when we're pursuing a shared purpose, or in moments of quiet, peaceful presence? Second, what kind of love heals me instead of draining me? Think about past relationships or friendships. What interactions left you feeling refilled and renewed, and which ones left you feeling empty and exhausted? And third, what patterns keep repeating in my relationships? Where do misunderstandings always seem to arise? Your answers to these questions are clues. God often speaks through patterns, and paying attention to them can reveal the blueprint of your soul. Here's the powerful truth I want to leave you with. The right relationship, the one God has for you, will not require you to abandon or suppress your spiritual love language. It will honor it. It will speak it fluently. When love aligns with your soul, it doesn't confuse you, it confirms you. It brings clarity, not chaos. So before you step into your next relationship, or before you pass judgment on your current one, ask yourself this critical question. Is this love speaking my spiritual language? Or is it just satisfying my temporary emotional cravings? Because when love follows God's divine blueprint, it doesn't just feel good for a season, it feels right for a lifetime. Thank you so much for joining me today. If this resonated with you, I'd love for you to share your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more content that helps you align your life with your faith. See you next time.